Good morning, dear students. As we know that due to heat wave, you cannot be here. So I arranged an online class for you for the revision because you know that your syllabus is already over. So let's start the revision from chapter 2 because chapter 1 is already revised. Now, chapter 1. In chapter 1, we have already revised what is chemistry. In chapter 2, we are going to revise what is the difference between physical and chemical change. First of all, we need to know that what is physical change and what is chemical change. Okay, so here first of all, we need to know that what is physical change and what is chemical change. Okay, so one by one, point wise, we are going to define everything. Physical change, a change in which no new substance is going to form. No new substance. No new substance will form. Same reason in chemical change, new substance will form. Okay. Here, physical change is related with shape, size and color. It is also related with state of matter. But here, in chemical changes are related with chemical composition. Change in chemical composition. These are the basic things. Let's see with example. Example of physical change: breaking of glass, that boiling of water. But in chemical change, we can see the changes which cannot be undone or reversed. Okay, the changes like baking of cake, making of food. Okay, one more example we can take that converting milk into curd. So these are the examples of chemical change and these are the examples of physical change, and this is also the basic change between physical change and chemical change. Okay, now I'm going to teach you with the help of PDF that what are the uses of physical change and chemical change. Now let's see some uses of physical change. Some uses of physical change. Uses of physical change you can see in daily life also. Here it is written evaporating seawater to obtain common salt. The common salt, that is the chemical formula of common salt, you know that is NaCl, sodium chloride. Okay, that we obtain from seawater by which process? Evaporating. Evaporation is the process. Evaporation is actually a physical process through which water is going to evaporate and only salt we are going to obtain, that is sodium chloride. Here freezing also, freezing of carbon dioxide is to obtain dry gas. One more thing, the prepare to mixture of the metal, that is alloy. If you are going to prepare the metal, that mixture of metal and non-metal, then what will form? Alloy will form. Okay, alloy is the mixture of metal and non-metal. So this is also a physical change. Now, some processes are involved here in physical change. Number one, dissolving, melting, boiling, evaporation and condensation. You know what is the meaning of this thing. If you are going to dissolve anything, like suppose you have taken 1 glass of water and if you want to dissolve 1 teaspoon salt in that, okay, can you again take it back? Can you again take that action reverse? Can you do? Of course you can do. by evaporation method you can easily find out, or you can easily separate salt from that dissolved salt solution. Okay, so dissolving is also comes under physical change. Melting, if you are going to melt that ice, what you will get? Water you will get. Okay, and again if you are going to keep that water into refrigerator, again it will convert into ice. So this is also can be done. Okay, that reverse. So that comes under physical change. Boiling, if you want to boil water or any liquid, that will convert into water vapor, but after cooling that, again that water vapor will convert into that liquid or that water. So this is also can be reversed. So this comes under physical change. Now evaporation, we have already discussed about this, and condensation. We know that what is condensation. When we are going to evaporate any liquid, suppose you have taken one glass of water and you have trying to give that heat. Okay, what will come? Then water will change into water vapor, and again water vapor will go up, and we know that when water vapor will go up, what will happen? That water vapor will go up, and due to that they are traveling upward, so the temperature will become down. If temperature will become down, what will happen? Again they are going to convert into tiny droplets. Okay, this is known as condensation. Now I hope you understand what are the process involved in the physical change. What is physical change? Overall the story is physical change is related with the changes in a state, in shape, size and color. Okay, uses you can see that stretching of rubber bands, you can see in daily life that breaking of glass, melting of ice. These are some examples of that physical change. Okay, now uses are also given here. Evaporating seawater, by evaporation, by freezing, by that boiling. By this way we can use that physical changes in our daily life. If we want to obtain that salt, common salt, we need which process? We need evaporation process. We know that. Now come to the point here. The new thing that we are going to revise, that is chemical change. What is chemical change? According to definition, it is given that, let me erase first. According to definition, what is given? A change in which a new substance is formed. New substance is formed. A change in which no new substance is formed, that is physical change. But a change in which new substance is formed, that is chemical change. Okay? New substance is formed is called chemical change. Generally, it is known as chemical reaction. Now, suppose I am going to take some example. Burning of paper. After burning of a paper, what you will get? A new substance you will get as that is ash. Okay, so burning of paper is a chemical change. Okay, cooking of food. After cooking of food, we will get what we will get? A new tasty food. Okay, a new substance will form, because before that you cannot able to eat that things which are the material of food, but after cooking the new substance will form and again you can eat easily. So this comes under chemical change. These are the example of chemical change. So cooking of food, burning of paper, burning of anything, okay, that comes under chemical change. Now a question for you, that breaking of glass or burning of paper, which one is physical change? Think and give me the answer. Okay, whenever you will come back, I will ask so many questions about this. What is physical change and what is chemical change? Now let's come to the uses. Before uses, we need to see some examples of chemical change. Here, rusting of a cracker, okay, respiration, burning of coal, digestion of food, milk getting sour, boiling of an egg. No or yes. No or yes. Why? Because boiling of egg, after boiling of any egg, can we get again that in liquid form which is present in egg? No, that will become in solid form. The materials which are present inside that egg is going to convert into solid form because of boiling. So this also comes under chemical change. Rotting of banana, breaking of cake, these all are the examples of chemical change. Okay, here you can see differences are given here, and these are most important differences. Okay, here difference number 1, you can easily see that a change in which no new substance is formed, that is known as physical change. But a change in which new substance is formed, that comes under chemical change. Now here, a physical change is usually accompanied by the change in color, shape, size and state that we have already discussed. And here, a chemical change is usually accompanied by the release of absorption of heat, light evolution, gas production, and some of the gas changes in smell. Here examples are also given: inflating of a balloon, dissolving of salt in water. Okay, and here some examples are given of the chemical change, that is spoiling of food, burning of food. I've already told you burning of anything comes under chemical change. So here burning of coal is written here as the example of chemical change. Okay, here true or false given. Let's solve this question. Here you can see number 1. Write true or false. Okay, shape, size and color are physical property of matter. We have already discussed that shape, size and color are related with which change? Physical change. So that is the property of matter. Of course, this is the property of matter. That is true. In a chemical change, new substance is formed. Yes, that is also true. Boiling of water is a chemical change. No. Boiling of water can be reversed. Okay, so for that, this is false statement. Now, breaking of glass is a physical change. Of course, breaking of glass is a physical change because it can be reversed. So this is true. And the chemical change can be reversed easily. No, chemical change can be reversed but not easily. Okay, so this is also false. For today only, I hope you have revised so many points. Right, I hope there is no doubt in what is physical change and what is chemical change, and the examples of that, what are the uses of chemical change and physical change in our daily life. Some examples are also given, and you have just solved what is true and what is false related with this physical and chemical change. Okay, thank you so much for today. That's all for today.